Welcome to Today in Putnam County, hosted by Putnam County Mayor Randy Porter, the show that takes a look at the events and what's happening all around Putnam County, as well as interviews with local, community, and business leaders. And now, sharing his insights and experience, here's Today in Putnam County with County Mayor Randy Porter.
Thanks for joining us this week for Today in Putnam County. I'm your host, County Mayor Randy Porter. My guests this week are Catherine Jackson and Randy Mansell with the Upper Cumberland Home Builders Association. We're going to talk about the upcoming 2025 Home and Garden Show, and then all the things that the Home Builders Association does for our local contractors. And then Randy is the trades teacher out at the high school, and we're going to talk about his many years with that and the things that they teach our young folks to be able to have a trade. Not everybody needs to go to college. We need a lot of electricians and plumbers and all those kind of trades, and Randy is an expert in that. He's been doing that for a long time. So we got a lot to talk about today in today's show, and welcome Catherine and Randy. Thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. So y'all put on the Home and Garden Show. Mm-hmm. Been doing that for a few years now. Mm-hmm. Tell us about that. It's coming up pretty soon, right?
It is. It's the last weekend in March 29th and 30th. And we focus on local vendors, builders, landscapers, everything you need from remodeling and innovative products, anything you can think of. And we try to keep our event local to the Upper Cumberland. So you're working with people, that live here and work here, and you probably know most of them.
Yeah. So used to be down at Hyder Birch, but you're moving it to a new location this year, right?
Yes. We just decided it was time to kind of change up our home and garden show, and we're moving it out to Delmonico Winery and Vineyards. And we are using every bit of space that we can. They're out there.
Yeah.
And it's been a challenge, but it's been really, really fun. I think the design of it all is going to be great. We're also going to have tent space, and it's all going to be covered. And the Remax balloon will also be giving free hot air balloon rides.
You'll be covered up with people just wanting to come and ride the balloon.
To imagine it over, the vineyards, how beautiful that'll be.
Oh, unbelievable. They have a beautiful space down there at the winery. I mean, they've done a great job with that. Randy, you going to get in the balloon?
It's a possibility. Yeah.
I'd be afraid the rope would break and you wind up in China or somewhere, before it's over with. But so it's the 29th and 30th. Mm-hmm. You're going to be open from what, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday?
Mm-hmm. And then 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Sunday, so people don't have to miss church to work their booths or be there. So.
And is there a charge for folks to get in?
There is a $5 ticket charge at the door, and that just, Randy will kind of touch on that. But our organization is a nonprofit organization, and so the money that we make from this goes to help fund other things that we do in the Upper Cumberland directly.
Randy, how long have you been involved with this?
I've been teaching at the high school for 29 years and helping with the home show for a great part of those. We got kind of pulled into it, and the kids would love going over there and helping the vendors set up anything to get out of school. So,
yeah.
And it's a great, I can't imagine anybody that's thinking about building a home or a remodel not going and taking advantage of the home show.
Because you're going to be able to sell those new ideas and everything that's out there with the contractors.
Meeting people.
Yeah, mm-hmm. And making those contacts and those relationships to be able to do that. I when we built our house several years ago, that was one of the things we did was you go and you see, and it changes your mind sometimes, mm-hmm. what you think in your mind that you want and everything, and you see some of this new stuff, and it definitely makes a difference. How many members you got now in the Home Builders Association?
We've got about 100 members,
wow.
And we're growing every week. I think last week I had 5 new members sign up. So it's great. We have monthly meetings for our members, and we are just learning so much. Last meeting was at Habitat Restore, and of course talked all about that organization and how wonderful Habitat for Humanity is, especially in our area. And so we have a great time, and we just connect, builders with every part of the building, aspect. So
Start to finish.
exactly.
So we're talking about the 2025 Home and Garden Show that's coming up on Saturday, March the 29th, and Sunday, March the 30th. 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday, noon to 5 p.m. on Sunday. Tickets are $5 to get in. It's going to be down to Delmonico Winery this year. It used to be at Heidelberg's, moving it down to the Delmonico Winery off Highway 70 near Baxter. Great location down there. So are you maxed out with vendors already?
We are, and that's a good problem to have.
It is.
We've gotten a bigger tent for outside, and I have quite a few people that I'm just trying to find a space for them to be. We don't want to crowd it because obviously the public needs to be able to move around,
Right.
and vendors need to have space to showcase their products and, talk with the public. But if we have great weather forecasted, I'm really hoping to open kind of a flash sale for some extra spaces that are going to be like on top of the balcony, extra spaces. So
Yeah. So
we're hopeful.
if folks, maybe there's a contractor out there listening or watching the show, and they say, I'd like to I'd be interested in getting in the Home Builders Association. How would they go about doing that?
Oh, they can contact anybody in the association. Best way is just to get on our website, uchba.com, or email me, home@uchba.com. But they probably know somebody that's a part of the organization.
So, Randy, being is it the trades teachers? What's the official title?
We call it carpentry now. So
Carpentry,
it's,
wow.
I think building trades back in our day, but
So this show and the proceeds, some of it go to help the trades program at the school?
The Home Builders Association has long been a supporter of our program. They've kind of adopted us. It started out a relationship with me and Danny Lee at Cookville Kitchen Sales.
Yeah.
And Danny would go back and tell those guys, he was very active in the Home Builders Association. He'd tell them what he was doing with the high school, and they wanted to be a part of it. So they've been very generous with their time and money and really helped their kids.
And that's we were talking before the show. I mean, you're thinking about retirement. You've been out there for a long time, 29 years, which is great. I remember taking trades when I went to high school, and of course I took the side where we were learning how to weld and cut metals and all those kind of things. The kids don't seem to be as interested in those kind of things anymore as they need to be.
Oh yeah, they are.
Oh, they are?
Oh yeah. You just walk down our hall.
So, and you're still having kids that are getting into that.
Yeah. We got a new welding instructor out there, and he's got those kids work ready when they leave. We got an automotive auto technology center in there. They have 3 bays and all the equipment, and there's a lot of work going on down that. There's been a big push on CTE programs.
Yes.
And so the need's there. And my kids leave the high school and they go to work.
Isn't that amazing that we got there for a while that we were telling all of our kids they had to go to college. And then all of a sudden we wake up and we don't have enough electricians and plumbers and block layers and bricklayers and all that kind of stuff. And we realize, wow, we messed up, because not everybody is meant to go to college. Some are, some aren't. But without those trades, we can't build our homes, we can't repair our homes, we can't do our businesses. So it was a catch-22 almost there for a while, and with all the construction going on in our county, it's definitely something we need more. Hey, we're talking with Catherine Jackson and Randy Mansell with the Upper Cumberland Home Builders Association. We're talking about the new home show coming up. It's on March 29th and 30th at Delmonico Winery. We're going to talk more with them. We got to take a break. Stay with us.
And now back to Today in Putnam County, hosted by Putnam County Mayor Randy Porter.
Welcome back to Today in Putnam County. I'm your host, County Mayor Randy Porter. Hope you're having a great week. Our show this week, it's about the Upper Cumberland Home Builders Association, and they got the new Home and Garden show coming up on March the 29th and 30th. We're talking about that with Catherine Jackson and Randy Mansell. We're also talking about the Home Builders Association in general and what all they're able to provide. So somebody that might have missed the first segment, home show on Saturday and Sunday, the 29th and 30th, and it's got a new location, right, Catherine?
Yeah, out at Delmonico Winery and Vineyards, moved from Heidelberg's, and we have a elevator now. So people that don't want to go up and down the floors like you do at Heidelberg's,
Yeah.
the winery has an elevator. So
Well, that
no
helps
excuse
folks
not to come.
with disabilities and folks that maybe can't climb stairs and everything. That's great. So Saturday, March 29th, Sunday the 30th, 10 to 5 on Saturday, noon to 5 on Sunday. Is there an admission to get in?
Yes, there's a $5 ticket charge at the door. We'll also have a QR code on our website and social medias that you can purchase in advance.
And y'all use Home Builder Association as a nonprofit. So it's not like y'all are making money. You're taking and using that money to invest back in the community. And one thing you do is you're helping Randy with his carpentry class where you build a house every year, right, Randy?
Yeah, we do. We build a 1,600 square foot house on campus at the high school and sell it at a public auction at the end of the year. And we've been doing that since I've been there. So 28 years. So I've built 28 houses with the students at Cookville High School.
That's amazing, You're starting a house from scratch and building a house, and then you're selling it. Someone's buying it, and it's being moved to a piece of property. They're going to live in it, and that helps you with the next house to have the funds to start another one.
Fund ourselves, basically. Yeah.
So, your kids that you're teaching in school, they're getting some lessons in building that house. Whether they decide that they're going to go into one of those professions and be an electrician or plumber or whatever, they're learning stuff, though, that's going to help them down in their life when they're just doing home repairs on their own home, aren't they?
Sure. I tell them I want them to have the confidence to tackle those things when they have their own home, even if they're not pursuing that as a career. And more and more, though, my students are going into the trades, especially electrical and plumbing, HVAC. We just started a partnership with Cookville Heating and Cooling. They put a full metal lab back in the back of our shop, and they're coming over every other week on Thursdays. We have a training day with one of their technicians. And so maybe a student takes carpentry, and he's in the back of his mind, he thinks, this might be something I'll do. And then he starts doing the duct work and the fabricating the metal, and he goes, this is what I want to do. So it opens up, a different experience for them, another avenue. I tell them it's another tool in your belt.
Yeah. And whether you go into the trade or not, you still learned some really good stuff. But there's so many openings out there, isn't there, Randy?
Sure.
I mean, I talked to all the contractors, and with us at the county bidding all these jobs and everything, I mean, we're having a hard time with finding enough contractors, and the contractors having a hard time finding enough labor. And I know talking to Cookville Heating and Cooling here a while back, and they were opening up all these new programs trying to attract these folks to come in, and you can make some really good money, though.
They can make more than their teachers make, I promise.
Well, and teachers never have made enough. My sister is a teacher in Sumner County. She reminds me of that all the time, that for what y'all do. But you think about trades years ago, and I guess we had plenty of people that were willing to do that. But in today, with all the building and construction we got going on in Putnam County, it's wide open, and those folks straight out of school, I mean, they can make more money than what a lot of college students are making when they get out of college. Mm-hmm. So when you start the house, so you're starting from scratch. So you're framing, you're doing the whole thing.
We do everything. We do have a foundation there on site that we built, that we made, and it stays there, and we build a house on it, and then the person that buys it's responsible for having it professionally moved. So we start with the floor systems, and we talk about that, then frame the house up. My little timeline is we like to have the house dried in by the 9-week break. And then we'll start wiring and plumbing, do the rough end. We've formed a partnership with Vandevorty Electric. And now those guys, where I did that myself, now those guys come over, and it's someone new for the students to listen to.
Yeah.
And professional guys. 6 of his employees came out of my class.
Oh, wow.
So they're coming back to Cookeville High School to
teach other
yeah,
kids.
it's kind of cool. It's a very cool thing. And they're so gracious with their time and patient with the kids. And that's another thing that's not really in our standards. We're a carpentry class, but that's there. Why not expose the kids to that? We do the wiring and plumbing and the drywall and
You're doing the whole thing.
The whole thing.
Sheetrock, the whole
It's ready
shebang.
to live in when we sell the house. It's ready to move furniture into.
In your normal carpentry class, how many kids do you have normally?
Well, I can have 25 in a class, and they're usually always full. I have my advanced class, the Carpentry 2 students, are double booked, so because we're on a traditional 1-hour schedule.
Yeah.
So they have me 2 hours.
2 hours.
I can call roll. We can go out and work for 2 hours without
Yeah.
moving in and out of the building all day long. My Carpentry 1 class is the same, but if those students take me as a 9th grader, if you think about it, when they leave high schook, they've built 4 houses. Wow. So
they're pretty well ready to hit the market.
An 18-year-old kid that's already built 4 houses, regardless of how bad a teacher I am, they've learned some things.
Well, you're a great teacher. I know that because I've seen some of the houses that you build, and I've always been amazed that you're doing it there at the school, and I mean, it looks great, and those kids to be able to take that for 4 years and walk out and be able to go to work somewhere, that's amazing.
It's amazing.
It really is, and we got so much construction happening in Putnam County, especially in the residential side. But we seem like we still can't get enough of those trades folks. But y'all are pretty well locked in. You don't have any real way to expand any more than what you have got now, do you?
Not at school. We do go work on habitat houses, and 1 year we got ambitious and built 2 houses.
Oh, I bet that was.
So it was a good experience.
Yeah. What do you think the answer is, though, to be able to, I mean, to be able to fill a lot of these openings that there is out there, and electricians and plumbers and all that? How do we attract? I know you're doing a good job at school attracting them, but you got any ideas of how we attract those folks to get into that trade, though?
I feel like just the awareness, and you can be your own boss, starting right out of it,
So we have these job fairs. I know they're having at the schools. Has the Home Builders Association thought about being a part of those job fairs, and is that something that might work, you think, to attract folks? Because those kids they're coming to that job fair, and you've got Avery Express, want to be a truck driver.
Mm-hmm.
You got EMS and fire if you want to be a firefighter or a paramedic, and all these jobs. I wonder if that's something that might work if you got some of the contractors, and then maybe they do, that would come and say, hey, if you'd like to be an electrician or a plumber or whatever, we offer this HVAC.
We did field trips and went to job fairs that Tech has had some.
Okay, good.
And things like that. But it may give them something else in the back of their mind. But when they're in there all year,
working,
their hands on it,
yeah,
then at least they know if that's what they want to do,
So how many do you graduate at the end of the year normally out of a carpentry class?
Well, this year I've got 4 or 5 seniors in my Carpentry 2 class out of 25 kids. So next year I'm going to have 20 seniors.
That will automatically come out.
Usually 15 15 to 20 is kind of the norm. I don't have many seniors this year. It's a small senior class just in carpentry. That doesn't represent the numbers at the high school.
Of the rest of them, yeah.
But my numbers the seniors are low, a lot of juniors.
Well, that's
They're going to be.
we can turn out a bunch of folks that'll look at taking one of these trades and making it a profession. Hey, I'm talking with Catherine Jackson and Randy Mansell with the Upper Cumberland Home Builders Association. We got more with them. Stay with us.
And now back to Today in Putnam County, hosted by Putnam County Mayor Randy Porter.
Welcome back to Today in Putnam County. I'm your host, County Mayor Randy Porter. Hope you're having a great week. This week's show was about our Upper Cumberland Home Builders Association, the great job they do here in Putnam County with all the construction that we have going on. They put on the Home and Garden Show. This is the 2025 edition. I got Catherine Jackson and Randy Mansell with me from the Home Builders Association. Catherine, remind everybody again when it is, where it is, and how they can get involved.
Yes, it's at the end of the month, March 29th and 30th, Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 12 to 5, at Delmonico Winery and Vineyards. We have moved from Hyder Burks, so we're looking forward to it. And you can get on our website and get tickets and check out all of our vendor list. And it's going to be a big time.
What can they expect? I mean, give me some ideas of what's going to be there.
We have a lot of kind of local upscale exhibitors and vendors, and honestly, anything with the home process remodeling, outside to inside, every aspect is covered. There is somebody there representing every aspect of the home. We made sure of it. And a lot of the exhibitors are Home Builders Association members, which is good to know. You know, they're good people. They care. They've been in the community for a long time. So that's what they can expect. We're going to have the Remax balloon there. And the winery side will have food available if you want to grab something to eat. So it'll be a great weekend.
That's good. Everybody come out and see it. Home Builder Association at a new location. That's Delmonico Winery down off Highway 70 before you get to the Baxter Crossroads is what we always called it, 56 and 70 down there. Talk about the Home Builders Association, and I'm sure you got a lot of the contractors and builders and everybody that's a part of that, but if somebody's thinking about joining, what benefits are they going to get from being a part of the Home Builders Association?
Absolutely. Well, our Upper Cumberland Home Builders Association has been around since 1973.
Wow.
So, very important part, you know. I know Randy mentioned Danny Lee, you know, he was a big part of the, organization and where it is today. And so we just benefit, the membership benefits by locally, getting together with meetings and having the Home and Garden Show. We do a golf outing, and then we do the Parade of Homes. So great things. And we have monthly meetings. But with your membership, your local membership, you also have a Home Builders Association of Tennessee membership. So you're invited to go to Day on the Hill, which is happening.
Yeah, legislature.
Yeah, right now. And the National Association of Home Builders. So you're invited to go to the International Builders Show and all kinds of stuff. So it's 3 memberships in one, basically.
I read something on your website. Do they get some kind of discounts on stuff too?
Absolutely. With your membership, it's really amazing if you're a contractor because you can get discounts on all kinds of products if you put it the right way and you just file it every quarter. And I know the members that use it love it, and it pays for their membership,
Tenfold probably.
More than that, yeah.
Yeah.
So
You were talking about the Parade of Homes that y'all do. Tell us about that. That's
Yes.
going to be coming up not too far away, isn't
yeah,
it?
we haven't set an exact date yet, but we have some amazing homes that we're really excited about this year. Kind of focusing a little bit more on maybe some more interior design and very innovative products. So we're really excited about that. We put together a magazine, and these are homes that are built by local contractors that are part of our organization, and they're either built or remodeled. The remodel ones are really fun to, see how you can take something old and make it.
Before and after.
Yeah, definitely. So we have 5 or so homes that we cherry pick and put together a magazine, and we talk about the builder and what to expect. And it's a really, really fun day. Just getting a friend or a few friends together and just driving around and checking out what's new.
My wife does it every year. She loves, I know when years ago when we were looking at building our home, going out and seeing the homes that had recently been built and the new things they were doing inside that home made a big difference. Randy, some folks may not know you are a master guitar player.
That's debatable.
Well, in most of our minds, you are. If anybody's ever heard you, you are absolutely amazing on the guitar. You've had you've been playing with bands and stuff most of your life. So I want to know, did the guitar playing, did you take lessons or did that come natural?
Yeah, my mom played. She actually, back in the 50s, had a weekly radio program with
Oh, wow.
her sister and two other ladies. The Mackey sisters and the Farley sisters had a little quartet called
Yeah.
the Pleasant Ridge Girls.
Oh, wow.
And they played on WHUB every Saturday, which a Saturday radio gig was a big deal because no one owned a TV.
No.
So it was a
Yeah.
big deal.
And so you picked it up from your mom?
Yeah, she showed me some chords, and I lived on Pfeiffer Mountain. What else was I going to do?
Wasn't a lot to do up on Pfeiffer Mountain.
Yeah.
was
There's
it?
only 3 boys up there, and we all played guitar. So
So I think the last gig you've been doing is with the Ballingers.
I've played with them. I've been playing with them for years, and been friends with them. We met through Chaxalee, and we had that common music thread running through us.
That's amazing. But you're doing something. We were talking about building. You're doing something that I just find amazing. You're building your own guitar, right?
I am working on my first ever acoustic guitar. I've built a lot of solid body electric guitars, which is not really rocket science.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy to build those things. And Trey Upchurch, who's with the Board of Education, and he's a guitar builder. His dad's a master guitar builder, so he kept encouraging me to try an acoustic guitar. So that's been my project this year. And we dabble in a lot of arts and in the carpentry class because we have this wonderful woodworking shop. We make cutting boards for benefits and for gifts for people and butcher blocks. And I've got 3 students that are just excelling at stained glass. They've got stained glass all over Putnam County now. They're so good at it. They passed me by on the stained glass.
Stained glass.
So we're doing that, and I'm building my first guitar thanks to Mr. Upchurch.
What's special about or what makes it so difficult to build the acoustic guitar?
Well, a solid body electric guitar, you got this big slab of wood,
Yeah.
and you can tighten those strings until they break. On an acoustic guitar, the thinner you make it, the better it sounds.
Wow.
So my top on my guitar is .079. It's like less than 1/8 of an inch thick, and it's spruce, which is super soft. You can take it
Yeah.
and just snap it. And when I tune that thing up to standard tuning after I get it ready to go, it's going to have 400 pounds of pressure pulling on this little paper-thin piece of wood.
That's
So
amazing.
it's the engineering and the bracing under there. And we stole all those ideas from Martin Guitar. So they've been doing it for 200 years, So, and they're very generous with their knowledge. We bought blueprints, and then Trey's dad, like I said, he's built hundreds of guitars. So
When do you think you'll be finished with it?
hopefully by the end of the year.
So it's a long, drawn-out process. I mean, of
I've
course,
been working on it all year.
Yeah.
But I can't go any farther than Mr. Upchurch has time for me because I'm like, okay, now what do I do, But
we look forward to seeing that guitar.
all right, I'll bring it in here and play it for
I
you.
want to hear you play it because if you've never heard Randy play, he is an amazing guitar player. And I've always, for folks especially, that it's a gift, isn't it? I mean, I play the piano a little bit, but most of that was through lessons, and but these people that can just play, and our county attorney Jeff Jones plays.
I play with Chef a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And it just amazes me that what a gift that you have to be able to make music and do that. One more time, we're running out of time. We got to close up. Tell them about the home show, when it is and where it is.
Make plans to join us at the end of the month, March 29th and 30th, on Saturday and Sunday at Delmonico Winery and Vineyards in Baxter.
And it's going to be a great time, a whole weekend. If you're looking to do something, thinking about remodeling your home or building a new home or just doing some fix-ups, you're going to get a lot of great ideas from this home show. They do a great job, and I appreciate y'all and what the Home Builder Association does for our county.
Thank you.
I mean, it's great to have y'all, and we got so much construction going on. I don't know what we'd do without you. So, and Randy, appreciate you and what you've done. You 29 years at the high school teaching the carpentry class and all those homes and all those kids that you have touched their lives, and we owe you a debt of gratitude, and I appreciate what you've done. Thank y'all for being on the show.
Thank you.
That's our show for this week. Hope you join us every week for Today in Putnam County. I'm your host, County Mayor Randy Porter. Hope you have a great rest of your week, and may God continue to bless Putnam County.
You've been listening to Today in Putnam County, hosted by Putnam County Mayor Randy Porter.